Okay. Oh, I have a lot to discuss in this video, and I'm having a little bit of trouble knowing where to begin because yesterday was a day. Okay, backstory. I started working last year when, my food stamps got cut by the government shutdown. I had to find something to help me get by. So I started doing some audience work, different shows, different places. It's not steady, but once in a while I get a gig. So I'm working today, and there's this guy that I met at another show who lives near me who's also working the same show. When we work the same show, he gives me a ride. It's normal. We live in the same area. Problem is, this fella, he's been trying to kind of impress me since we met. Which we've discussed this, and he's admitted that this is what he's doing, even though I've told him that I'm happy being single and I'm not looking to change that. So when I met him, he was heavily medicated, the way I'm supposed to be, for psychiatric problems. But since then, he has come off of that medication in an attempt to impress me. He has come off of that medication and started being an alcoholic. He drinks and he smokes weed. And I feel like a hypocrite for having a problem with that, but I do. Because a couple of weeks ago he comes to pick me up, and my neighbor has come out and is watching just to see who's picking me up. And he pulls up late, yelling out the window, "Hey, sorry I'm late. I had to get a beer." And my first thought was, well, now my neighbor not only thinks I date, he thinks I date trash. And then I felt terrible for instantly thinking my friend is trash. But also, if you're driving a vehicle drunk and you're going to pick somebody up who you supposedly like drunk, you are trash. Sorry if that offends the drunk drivers in our viewing pool, but yeah, if you actively drive drunk and you think that it's okay because you need something to get through your day, you're trash. I'm sorry. You could just not drive. I don't drive, right? I could easily take the subway anywhere I need to go. So could most people. There is no excuse to actually drink and drive on a regular basis. So we've been dealing with that, and it's been a bit of a point of contention for me, questioning, do I really want to be friends with this person? This is the only friend that I have currently. How picky do I really want to be? Part of my being in this thing, doing these jobs, is to meet people, to socialize, to make friends, and be a person again. So I don't want to be too particular, when I finally make a friend. Anyway, so I've been trying to make things work as a friend with this fella. He's been trying to make things work. He's got his own problems, and we're both just trying to survive. So yesterday he picks me up, and he's drinking. It's a very hot day. So we get there, and we're in line. And I'm feeling the heat too. It's very hot. So I'm sitting because I'm having episodes with my heart. When it gets hot, y'all know I faint. So I'm sitting on a rock in the shade, and all of a sudden he goes down, and they're helping him. I stand up quickly to see what's happening, and I think that I panicked when I saw him go down. And it triggered my heart, and my heart started racing, and then I almost fainted. So I sit down, and I alert somebody that I'm also feeling like I'm going to faint. And I'm sitting there, my ears are ringing, my eyes are blurring, and I'm seeing spots. My head is just like going in and out. I wet myself. Could not help it. I could not, like, my bladder just released. I had no control of my body at that moment. So for me, it passed. The security came over. They gave me water. They stood by me and shaded while I recuperated. For me, it passed. I got better. I didn't have to go to the emergency room. But for him, it did not. Because not only was he inebriated, a little drunk in that heat, he was dehydrated from the amount of drinking he has been doing over the past few weeks. And when I get to the hospital, I find out that not only has he come off of his psychiatric medication, he's also not taking cholesterol and blood pressure medication. So I didn't do the show because I didn't feel like it was right to just abandon him. I mean, okay, so all of my stuff is in his car, and he's got the key. So there's one reason that I need to stay with him. But also, as a friend, it doesn't seem right to abandon him, like, and just go on and do the show. And thirdly, I smell like piss, and I'm not going to sit there in the show smelling like urine. Like, it's an embarrassing situation. So I let them know I'm not going to be able to do this show. I don't feel right abandoning him. I'm going to ride to the hospital with him. He's my ride. He's got all my stuff in his car. So I rode to the hospital with him, and it took 2 hours to get him stable again. Like, he was so dehydrated that he took 2 bags of fluids before he had to use the bathroom. Like, before he was actually able to answer questions, he needed 2 bags of fluids. He was so dry. He's a bigger fella, so I guess it would take more, but, like, it was a scary day. It was a scary fucking day. And now I don't know what to do. I don't know where we're going with this, because he's putting himself in physical harm in order to be a potential mate for me, and I'm still not interested. Like, he could not be making me less interested if he tried. And I told him that, and he doesn't understand it, so I don't know how to make it clearer to him. But I don't want this man to hurt himself because he wants to be in a relationship with me. And it feels like he is. And it's like, I've done nothing to encourage this behavior. I've made it very clear that I don't like the drinking. I've made it very clear that it's all bothersome to me. And it doesn't matter to him. It's just in his mind, this is going to work. And it's simply not. And it's putting me in a situation that I'm a little bit worried. Like, I don't want my friend to be a crazy person that becomes obsessed with me like everybody else. I mean, how many men in my life are going to become complete crackpots just because they want to be with me? Why is that a thing? I don't get it. Why can I not just exist and have a friend that's a male that can keep his senses about him? Like, I just want to have a friend. I just want to be a person. But, and I'm trying. I think a friend would have stayed with him at the hospital. Friend is a friend. Maybe friend is really all I need.